Hello, 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 hello. Yes, this is another episode of Getting Stoned with your host, Stone Petoskey. Yes, indeed, it's been a minute. So, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you for stopping by and giving it a listen, as always. These little shows of mine are just a humble offering, a moment of connection, an opportunity to live and love and laugh and learn. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, here we are, man. We're into the third month of 2025. I hope your year is going well. I hope you're filled with love, happiness, all those good vibes. It's just another few days here in this part of the world anyways, where I'm hanging out. Springtime is going to kick off. Yes, it's a time of year that I'm always appreciative of. A little bit more sunshine, and temperature starts to move into the warmer realms, the trees and the buds, and I'm already hearing some of the birds singing outside my window. Yes, it's quite lovely. We are so grateful. Indeed we are. We got another day to live. Oh, so good, so good. Yeah. Sometimes I think it can be super helpful to just kind of unplug. There's so much information these days. You know, we carry around basically a piece of machinery that is constantly pinging and communicating its noises and its propositions and its proliferations and all of its, oh gosh, I don't know, noise. It's pretty much all it is. It's kind of fascinating how that piece of technology has changed our world so much. Humans used to, I would say, interact with one another and Mother Earth in ways that we have seemingly, at least for the time being, forgotten about. We spend more time with our devices than we do with ourselves or each other. I know some folks think that's amazing and progress and what have you. That's cool, you know. I suppose we can all decide how we want to perceive these kinds of things. As for myself, I would certainly not call it progress. If progress is the deepening of our connection to ourselves and one another, and the Earth Mother that makes our very existence possible, then I would argue that this little piece of technology is actually pulling us further and further away from the things that truly matter. But alas, that's not to say that I believe there's anything wrong with anything that's going on. That's not where I'm coming from. I think it's, for myself, it's best if I don't attach any sort of labels to that kind of thing. Right, wrong, good, bad. I sort of have found myself more and more just kind of accepting it for what it is. Just being in it in a way that works and resonates for me, and just leave the rest. Sometimes that's not so easy to do, but with a little practice, you can get better at it. If that's your thing. Of course, for a lot of folks, they're not even thinking about that. They would just as soon stare at that screen and scroll away. Yeah, right on. It's all part of the trip. It's kind of a funny thing to me too, how everybody, at least where I'm, from, living where I'm at right now, here in the good old US of A, everybody is, we got a whole bunch of people on the one side saying that, everything's gonna be great again, and we got a whole bunch more people on the other side saying, oh my God, the world's falling to pieces. And I suppose there's a whole bunch of other people that don't make no never mind about much of it. I guess for myself, it's just kind of what it is. It's the human circus, if you will. And I suppose I'm more about just having a sense of non-attachment to all those kinds of political things, if you will. It's a game that's being played, and I suppose that's just how it's got to go. I myself never much thought that any sort of resolution to what it is that we humans struggle with could ever be found in politics or economics or things of that nature. I suppose if it was truly peace and harmony that we were meant to create, then we would certainly have invented different paths aside from those kinds of paths to help us arrive at our so-called desired destination. But it seems to me that peace and harmony are not the end game. Yeah, that's cool, Maybe we'll find our way there somehow accidentally. Yeah, and maybe not. I think one thing is it seems pretty obvious to me that you can bomb the world to pieces, but you sure as hell can't bomb the world to peace. Yeah, it's funny how that's so obvious. It's kind of like we miss it, right? But maybe that's just built into us, right? We're just, the fact of the matter is that we are an animal. We often tend to forget that or deny that, what have you. But that doesn't change the fact that we are flesh and blood, a member of the animal kingdom. Yes, in so many ways we have such brilliance and magic inside of us, and yet we seem so lost and scared and confused. Quite a conundrum, this human trip, isn't it? Yeah. So anyways, I just want to say thank you again. I want to send out so much love and positivity to anyone who's listening here. I just feel that get up on in there and that nice hug and yeah. And if you're struggling or you're feeling blue, sometimes for me what helps in those kind of moments is to just lie down on the earth. You know, just kind of take some nice long breaths and just feel the vibration of the planet just kind of moving through me. And if you do that for long enough, it's almost like you can melt into the earth. It should take you up in a embrace in a way that immediately brings a sense of peace and comfort and support. It's as if I no longer feel like I'm by myself, like I have nowhere to turn, or I don't know what to do. Things take on a different character. And if only for that time, I end up feeling as if everything is okay. Everything is perfectly in its place. Yeah. Nature has a way of being able to do that for us. And of course, on the other hand, I've never found that any machine, any so-called smartphone or television or microwave oven or anything of that kind, those never seem to bring that same sense of connection, comfort, and peace inside. I would say that it's because there's no soul in a machine. And there's a soulfulness in life that is readily available in the trees, in the rivers, in the mountains, in the sunshine, in the moonbeams. When you hold the hand of a beloved, when your dog curls up next to you on the couch, yeah, when you are able to enjoy the bounty of the earth that nourishes you and sustains you. Yes, these are the real joys and the realness of life that no machine could ever or will ever be able to offer. So that's my prescription. That's my remedy if you're feeling down or blue or lost or confused. Yeah. I hope you're able to find that peace that you're in search of. Indeed. Right on. All right, so let's read a couple poems here. See what we got. This one is okay. This one's titled. This is from the Outlaw Bible of American Poetry. I read from this quite often. So this is a poem by Stephen J. Bernstein. what's called murdered in the middle of the dance. I was lonely, my hands holding each other tight. You think it is never like that for me, but it is. A scorched flower rested on my forehead. A bottle of pills rattled as I walked from one end of the dance floor to the other. You could tell I was sick. No one wanted to dance with me that night. But how long was the night? And every dance went on and on painfully. Yes, your happiness was like a good whipping. I lay down in a room full of coats and hats and umbrellas and took it. Then I tore off my head and stuffed pills in its mouth. I threw the head in the wastebasket and walked down the hall to the men's room. Even though I didn't have a head, I was still a man. Maybe people screamed and ran into each other trying to get away from me. I couldn't see or hear anything. Blood ran down my shirt. Blood or spit or sweat. The dance was meaningless. The head, having taken its pills, was all well. The rest was riddled with disease, but stumbled on thoughtlessly. Doubtless, you were in someone's arms. Maybe you hadn't even heard about the headless man poking at the doors in the hall. He was dressed for love. I was dressed for love. It is the same as murder when I have to dress for it. My balls crushed against the edge of a table. A bowl of punch and ice cubes splashed all over me. That's all I know. My hands touched one another again as though they had never met. In another room, they were giving me a shot and trying me to the stretcher. It is a waste of time trying to save a man without a head. Tomorrow, that part will be found empty in the coat room with its flower and its mouth full of medicine. All the love went with the body, and the body is covered with punch and blood. In fact, they have taken the clothes that I wore for love and put them in a bag. Now I am naked and I don't have a head. I am on the slab and they are looking. This one got murdered in the middle of the dance. All right, that was kind of a trippy piece of work right there. Not sure. Yeah, that's the beauty of the poetry, though. It's always the kind of thing where it takes you wherever it takes you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like there's a right or a wrong to it. It's just more or less a simple expression of an individual in an individual moment at a particular time and place. And then it gets read aloud like we do here on this show, and it can mean something different. It all depends upon who the listener is, where they're at, and how they're feeling at that particular time and place. All right. let's do another one. How about this? This one is read by Simon J. Ortiz, and it's titled, I Told You I Like Indians. You meet Indians everywhere. Once I walked into this place, Flagler Beach, Florida. You'd never expect it. A bar, some old people ran it. The usual question, of course, you're an Indian, aren't you? Yes, ma'am, I'm Indian, all right. Wild, ignorant, savage. And she wants me to dance. Well, okay, been drinking beer all the way from Hollywood. We dance something. You're Indian, aren't you? Yeah, Jesus Christ Almighty, I'm one of them. I like Indians. There's an Indian around here. What? And in walks a big Sioux. Christ's sake, man. How's relocation, brother? He shakes my hand. Glad to see you. I thought I was somewhere else. We play the ping pong machine, drink beer, once in a while dance with the old lady who likes Indians. I like Indians. I told you, you meet Indians everywhere. Nice. Let's do another one. What do you say? All right. Harold Norse. This one's titled, I'm Not a Man. I'm not a man. I can't earn a living, buy new things for my family. I have acne and a small Peter. I'm not a man. I don't like football, boxing, cars. I like to express my feelings. I even like to put an arm around my friend's shoulder. I'm not a man. I won't play the role assigned to me, the role created by Madison Avenue, Playboy Hollywood, and Oliver Cromwell. Television does not dictate my behavior. I'm not a man. Once when I shot a squirrel, I swore that I would never kill again. I gave up meat. The sight of blood makes me sick. I like flowers. I'm not a man. I went to prison, resisted the draft. I do not fight when real men beat me up and call me queer. I dislike violence. I'm not a man. I have never raped a woman. I don't hate blacks. I do not get emotional when the flag is waved. I do not think I should love America or leave it. I think I should laugh at it. I'm not a man. I have never had the clap. I'm not a man. Playboy is not my favorite magazine. I'm not a man. I cry when I'm unhappy. I'm not a man. I do not feel superior to women. I'm not a man. I don't wear a jockstrap. I'm not a man. I write poetry. I'm not a man. I meditate on peace and love. I'm not a man. I don't want to destroy you. Right on, man. Right on, man. Well, let me say this. I am a man. And by that, I do not mean any offense to Harold there in his poem. But, and I remember looking at Playboy when I was a teenager, and I thought those ladies were damn sexy. I do remember I shot a turtle once and I felt terrible. But I don't have any problem eating meat. And if it came right down to it and another man was threatening to harm somebody I loved, I would have no problem taking that man down. I'm all about peace and love, and God damn, I sure wish this world could live that way, but I ain't no fool. Violence is for real. Violence is what we do. So I take great pride in being a man, and being a badass one at that. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the world needs more badass men. Yeah, that's a damn shame, you know. In my view, there's a whole lot of like weakness happening when it comes to men. Somehow we kind of lost our way, I think. And that doesn't mean that you gotta be tough and callous and unemotional. That ain't what I'm saying. But man, some more courage and masculinity and men stepping into their manhood, I think would be a hell of a good thing. So I am a man, and I take great pride in that. So once again, y'all, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you taking your precious time to give this show a listen. So yeah, let's do a tune here and we'll get on out. I'm not sure what song to do here. I got my electric guitar out. I was playing it last night. I haven't been playing and singing a whole lot lately, and I've been missing it. And so I reckon it'd be good to get back to it. Kind of working on a new album, and you know, it's gonna be a good time. Sorry about that. Yeah, my apologies. I don't know about that. Alright, this one's called In Between. I haven't done this in a minute. I hope I don't beat it up too bad. Yeah. The sun is rising, just like it always do. The ocean is waving at us, drowning fools. The grass is grieving, and the soil it howls. The mountains are mourning, oh, and the wolf, he growls. This two-legged racing towards a dark future, on acting like a disgrace. Then come the great towers, stretching towards the sky. Monuments of powder, all based on a lie. Chasing after power, false notions of control. Go take a cold shower under the moonbeams crawl. All that's real is this moment. Oh, open your heart to this truth. Stop chasing after shadows and know you are God's proof. Life is so precious. So take your lover's hand, she's all that you got, son, in this barren land. So make her your life, boy. Oh, treat her nice and sweet. Make her your queen, son, a savior in the faith. She is a God. Oh, she is a dream. Yeah. She's all that matters. Oh, in the in between. Oh, she is a goddess, yeah. She is a dream. She's all that matters. Oh, in between. Oh, she's all that matters. Oh, in between. Yeah. That's a little love song, y'all. And for all you lovers out there. All right, let's wrap this up here for today. Sending lots of good vibes and positivity, and of course a big old hug out to all y'all as well. So Yes. Until next time, y'all, this is Storm Pataska saying peace.